What's up, guys? It's Logo back with Flex Appeal episode 145. Today was week 24, day number 7, the last day of this training week. And I started with RDLs, as I was talking about in the last video. And last week on this day, I decided to move back away from stiff legs after 2 weeks and possibly like tweaking my back a little bit and having some subpar feeling in that area because I just don't want to do something. It's one thing if it feels bad, but like to, maybe, hurt yourself a little bit after doing it for 2 weeks. I just don't think it's good because I've never had that type of feeling when doing RDLs, and I've done them for at least 12 to 16 weeks already, and I've really, really started to enjoy this movement in a way that I never honestly did before. Like I've never enjoyed RDLs this much. I always like they suck, they feel bad, but having like that good hinge and then a good brace has really helped me to gain that feeling that I need in deadlift. And even something just as simple as not touching the floor has um, been something that has helped them feel a lot better. And this is like the same weight that I was using for stiff legs last week, but it feels better. Just not touching the floor and trying to stay within that hinge. And obviously, I could always do a better job of that. I think that sometimes the RDL form changes, sometimes it sucks, but usually I try to keep it pretty in line. And so I'm feeling very confident about bringing these back in. And I'm going to run them, the entire next block. Obviously, to be like 6 weeks of that training block. And so I'm going to see how much I can really push it up, because I'm going to go to like fives and heavy fives and see where we can go. I'm hoping like 345, maybe 350. We'll really see how I feel during that block, but I'm very excited. This training day has slowly become one of my favorites. Obviously, I love my back days. I really, really love my back days because I feel like I've had a very decent to good connection with it over time, and especially changes that I made and movements. We have a lot of good back machines, man. Like this gym is so insanely good, and I think the creme de la creme is just the back and leg stuff. I think the stuff that they have here is just astro gapping every other gym in my area, and it's not even close. Um, but moving back to this pull down, I the second week of like altering my form, not letting it rise, my scapula rise at the top and like kind of unlock, and just like pulling down in front of me to where it's like my elbows are trying to go down. It felt a little bit better this week. I'm not gonna lie, like it felt good, and it is hard. So that kind of tells me if I'm doing this correct, that my lats, my like lower lats are pretty weak, and they will improve doing this. Uh, I do want to try to do pull-ups soon, right? Because I try to at least change the movements from session to session so that I'm not doing the same movement, twice in the week so that I could progress it better. And I think I'm almost getting to the point where I can probably do pull-ups. And I've always wanted to do, progression pull-ups because I think that as good as pull downs are, if you can do pull ups and do weighted pull ups, your back is gonna be fucking big. And this is obviously like some old school rah free weight movement stuff, but I genuinely when my back was the biggest, I was doing a lot of pull ups, neutral grip, overhand, underhand, pretty much anything that I could do, and I had a pretty decently big back. Um, so it's something that I'm looking forward to do again, and I'm just very excited for my training future. I haven't been this excited about training, especially volume, in quite a while, and I'm very happy with how things are moving forward. Even though I know that the worst of the feeling of training is yet to come because the weight is going to start going down to a point where losing a significant amount of body fat is going to affect my training quite intensely soon, but I'm just trying to keep that feeling of enjoyment, ride this into the next training week, and put some good work in. That's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you in 2 days for the start of week 25. Thanks for watching.